So a writer at the Free Press has this take, quote, "This phenomenon is downstream of the male loneliness epidemic that has left men increasingly isolated with fewer friends, which makes it ironic and a bit sad that the narrative we've settled on is not about solving this crisis for men, but about what a pain their loneliness is for women to deal with." Fox News contributor Timpf is here. Kat, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So good to see
yes,
you.
You too.
So good to have you back.
Yes, great to be back.
So it's sort of like this problem got created by, men being raised to think that they were toxic and bad and they had to show their feelings more. Now they're showing their feelings more, and apparently young women who are dating them feel like this is too much of a burden. They don't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for these guys.
Yeah, and I also just feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, then I don't think you should be really keeping score on this kind of thing. I actually don't see it as a chore to be there for my husband. I like being there for my husband. Would I prefer that he talked about what was going on in his head with another person? I think that would be something where I'd be like, oh, that would be an issue. I should be that person. I like being that person for him. And just even with the past few months I've had, things happen in relationships where you're going to need each other. And sometimes one person's going to need to lean on the other person a little bit more. I've been leaning on him a lot to the point where I've been like, are you okay? Like, are you good? I'm so sorry that I'm putting you through all this with some of my health stuff and all that. And I'm so glad that not for a second do I have to actually wonder if feels like it's too much.
Well, I've met your husband several times,
yes.
And he's like a guy.
Yes.
He wants to take care of you.
Yep.
He loves you, and he wants to be there for you. Some people are confused. So this is from the movie Bedazzled. Brendan Fraser is making a deal with the devil for 7 wishes here. Watch this.
Allison, I respect your uniqueness and your individuality, and you're your own person. And if you want to go with our new friends here to get a drink, I won't stand in your way.
Hey, thanks, Elle. I didn't know you'd understand.
No, wait! Don't go! I can't handle this kind of rejection. Why don't you want to stay here with me?
You want to know why, Elliot? Because you're just too sensitive. I'm about to go out of my mind here.
These are some of the messages that have been sent, right? And just play this one more from SNL's Man Park skit, and then we'll get Kat's reaction.
I need you to go out of the house and make a friend so you talk to other people about this stuff and not just me.
That's insane. Where would I even go?
Finally, there's a place with Man Park. It's like a dog park, but for guys in relationships, so they can make friends and have an outlet besides their girlfriends and wives.
Rise and grind?
Rise and grind.
Rise and grind, brother.
Look, they're networking.
Oh, they're doing so good. So, the idea here is that men don't have enough friends. I think most of the men I know have at least a few friends that they can talk to and rely on. I don't think anybody needs more than a few.
No.
You have 1 or 2 in life that you can really lean on outside of your marriage or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you think this phenomenon is real, or is this just like TikTok creation?
I think a lot of it is potentially TikTok creation. I think it's real for some people, but I think if it's real for you, then you might be with the wrong man. Because like you said, my husband is very much a guy's guy. He's a combat veteran. He's, but in those moments where he needs someone to talk to, I like being that person. And if you don't want to be there for a person, there might be something going on in the relationship other than the fact that maybe he just needs some friends. And I think if he doesn't have friends, that is maybe a little bit of a red flag on its own.
But I think it comes from, this younger generation where they are really into everything is about their feelings and being responsive to people's feelings all the time. And really, at the expense of caring about another person, it's all about making sure that you understand my feelings first.
Yeah, but that's just not how any relationship is going to work. No person is perfect, and not everything is, if you go on the internet sometimes, someone's like, oh, I have this issue with my partner, like, break up with them, leave them. And it's like, well, you're going to be alone if you can't put up with sometimes an issue. Nobody's ever going to be perfect, including yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
Me neither, believe me. I think that the message here is that there are women on TikTok and the internet who think that men have become too weak. And maybe there are situations where they need to kind of think about that, find a few friends, toughen up a little bit, and be like a good man for their husband, like Kat's is for her.
He really is.
Mine is for me. So we're lucky. All right, Kat, great to see you.
You too.
Thanks for being here. Of course.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.